I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Maha, Rakah, Kodash, double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule great millstone well, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, wa abal babal. Alright, this is Jeremiah 12, verse 9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. So all the Israelites are of different shades of color. The birds round about are against her. The nations are confederate against the Israelites. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour, which they're going to try to devour the Israelite, which looks like all the other nations that has been scattered amongst all the other nations. But Yahweh is going to send Yahushai to save the Israelites from all over the world, starting with the elect that are in America, dead. That are dead, their works follow them, and they're going to be raised first, and then them that are alive, which it tells you in Matthew 24. And Yahushai, the Messiah, tells you. It says in verse 31, he's prophesying of his own return, and he shall send his angels, which he comes with a host of heaven, from heaven, on chariots, with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other, which we've been scattered amongst the heathen. You got Israelites that even look like the other nations. But Yahweh is going to send Yahushai, and Yahushai is coming with the host of heaven, and he's going to gather his elect from all ends of heaven, all right? He's going to gather them from all of the different nations, the Israelites that have been scattered. Revelation 7, verse 4, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and they were sealed once they believed on Yahweh Yahushai, they were sealed, anointed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes, which there is 12 tribes of the sons of Israel, which been scattered throughout the world. All right, now the elect, the main elect, are for the most part in America, prophesied. All right. Verse 9, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds, of all the Israelite 12 tribes and people. They've been scattered amongst all the nations, amongst all the people, throughout all the world. And tongues, different languages, they speak in different languages, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, which Yahweh is going to send Yahushai from heaven, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands, which we got victory over the devil, the so-called white man, and his devices like the implantable microchip, which they want to make mandatory. Now that technology was given to him from Yahweh Yahushai on the left-hand side to try them that are invested in the world. But the elect, we will not be deceived. All right, we long for a kingdom of righteousness. This is a kingdom of wickedness. The wicked are ruling, but we're going to get victory over the beast, over his image, which is his system, over his mark, which is the implantable microchip, and the beast man himself, the so-called white race, because he's going to come down with his teeth. He's going to use his military to try to flood the land of Jerusalem, but also the land where we are prophesying from, which is Babylon the Great, America. All right, he's going to use foreign troops and go door to door, and we're going to have divine intervention to survive, which Yahweh and Yahushai are going to shorten the days for the elect's sake. It says, and cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to our power, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. See? So the Israelites that are going to be saved, they're praising Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham Ha Rakakudash in the spirit of prophecy and our hope that we will be saved. Now, going back to the speckled bird, I wanted to give you an example I came across recently. There's a YouTuber. His name is Sneako. All right, so Sneako is an American content creator and streamer born in New York City. All right, it says he is of mixed heritage, which there's no mixed bloodline. You're pure of your father's lineage, but you also have your mother's DNA traits. So this is why you carry on even like the looks of your mother. All right. So your bloodline goes back to your father, all right? But us taking on other women from other nations, our children took on their looks. Now you have Israelites throughout the whole earth, which this man is Filipino and Haitian. I believe that Haitian is the father and Filipino mother, but there's a lot of Israelites in Philippines. All right, I've been there personally, and when you go to their museums, they actually have the natives of that land that wore fringes with the blue ribbon, which goes to the Bible. All right, which they even have island called Negros. All right, going to pretty much little black people. All right, so the Israelites have been scattered throughout the world, all the way east, all the way west, all the way north, all the way south. We are everywhere. All right. Now it says that his heritage is Filipino and Haitian. All right. Or Haitian and Filipino. All right. But I wanted you to see his looks. All right. This is him here. I thought he was an Arab myself, but or even a Mexican. But like they said, he's a so-called black man, Haitian, which originally all the 12 tribes were so-called black, dark-skinned people. But once again, as we were able to lay with the other nations, our people changed in their looks. All right. So Sneako, which you see on the screen, all right, he has Haitian and Filipino, which both sides could be Israelite. In all truth, both sides could be Israelite. But when you look at Kodak Black, you wouldn't expect this man and that man to be of the same tribe. Levi. Apostle Tahar, he's the tribe of Levi. And you can see he's a light-skinned brother. He's not real dark, but then you got dark-skinned Haitians like Kodak Black. So there's the mom. So the mom is Filipina and the dad is Haitian. So he goes back to the tribe of Levi. All right. So him and Kodak Black come from the same tribe. And as you can see, one is light skinned and the other one is dark skinned. All right. So it says Kodak Black is a Haitian American rapper from Florida. You go into his images, you can see that he's a very dark-skinned man, right? But now a man like that looks like this could produce a light-skinned child. And that's with a dark-skinned woman. It happens. But if you have a light-skinned woman and you produce children with her, it could be possible that that child is born lighter than you even expected. Or the other way. Because even like the Filipinos, I've been there, and once again, there's dark-skinned Filipinos, just like there's dark-skinned and light-skinned everywhere. All right, so it shouldn't be hard for you to understand that out of the 12 tribes of Israel, you're going to have different looks, different colors, different shades of brown, from dark, dark, dark brown to light, light brown, to even so-called red, like the Edomite. You got Israelites that look just like the Edomite, the so-called white race, the red devil the Bible speaks of. All right, so we don't judge according to color. It's according to spirit. Do you believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? Do you believe in the Holy Scripture, which is the word of Yahweh, and it speaks of Yahushai? If so, that means you are an Israelite, and you were given the faith to believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, and what does it say? It says in Romans 9. No, it's Romans 10, verse 10. For with the heart, with the mind, Israelite men believeth unto righteousness. So not every Israelite is going to believe on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and that's why there's 2/3 in America that are going to be left here to die. They're going to accept the implantable microchip, the mark of the beast, and be destroyed with it amongst the heathen. Because the heathen in their kingdom here in Babylon are going to be consumed by fire. This is why the invention of the great sword, which was given to the so-called white race and their allies, the other nations. And with the mouth, confession is made unto salvation. See? So not every Israelite's going to believe in the mind and confess the truth. But it's a fact that all the Israelites have been scattered throughout the world. All right? And we look different. We all look different. And we all have different features, different tones of color. But the ingredient that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is looking for is faith. And it's in Luke 18:8, and it's red letter because Yahushua is speaking. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man, Yahushua, cometh, shall he find faith on the earth. So he's looking for them that have faith. Let me see here. Hebrews 11:1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Once again, we don't have a birth certificate that says we go back to the Israelites. We don't have no documents but the Bible. All right, now there's receipts out there in the world, like artifacts, right? Icons, all right, because they couldn't destroy everything in the iconoclasm in the renaissance of the so-called white race, going from the dark ages when dark-skinned people ruled the world to the Renaissance, the rebirth of the so-called white race, which they were the Greeks and the Romans that fell, and then they came back into power in the Renaissance. All right, so though we don't have actual, what they would say, documents saying that we go back to that land, that we are the biblical Hebrew Israelites, but we know by faith. We believe in Yahweh's word, and we believe in Yahushai's returning, and that's why we're being converted through the word. By the washing of the word, we're being converted back to being Israelites that worship Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And that's why the devil is coming down with great wrath, the so-called white race, because they know that they have but a short time, because it's a spiritual phenomenon that is happening on the earth. A spirit of faith is coming into the hearts of the Israelites that are ordained to be saved. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Wa abal babal.